Well, don't need any introduction here, but we've caught up with the world number one, JDC ambassador, JDC director. Any more titles I can give you, Mike?
Just my name is enough.
Oh yeah, how you doing?
I'm very good, thank you. And you?
Yeah, well, yes, trying to keep myself busy. I mean, JDC's very busy, stuck in this little room for the last 3 months nearly, and obviously chatting with folk around the darts world and just seeing how people are getting on with lockdown. You're obviously in the Netherlands, so how have things been for you? I mean, personally, you know, what sort of...
For me personally, this it's not been the most enjoyable time of my life, but it is and it isn't. Darting wise, it's not the best, of course, but on the end of the day, the coronavirus is above everything. You know what I mean? We can think we can run a darts organization, but this goes above everyone's power, and we just have to listen to what the governments and to what the people say. And of course, that side for me, it's not the best because I love to perform. I want to play on the stage. I want to show my capability, the way how I progress myself. I want to show that and show that to the world. But the other side, I become father in the beginning of April again of my son Mike. So I had a lot of time to enjoy that. The first 10 weeks of his life. So the other side was a really nice time for me. So
slightly busier household with 4 of you now.
Yeah, really busy.
Yeah, you say that, the darting side of things, you're chomping at the bit, I bet, to get back on stage, get back throwing those bits of tungsten. But as you say, you know, having a new arrival kept you busy. I know that there's other people I've spoken to that have sort of managing their parent skills and finding new hobbies, or just, you know, totally busy and focused on family for a bit.
Yeah, you have to. Of course, you need to find I used to have a really good balance between my private life, my working life, and that was always going perfect. But now all of a sudden, I'm home for 3 months. It was a massive change for myself. I had to practice a lot. Of course, I spend a lot of time with my family, but I'm not used to that. I'm not used to that life. I'm not used to be home for 3 months in a row. So for me, it was quite difficult to get used to that because us kids must know, and probably professionals even know better, if you travel a lot, it's not always easy. You have to miss birthdays, parties, all that stuff. Because if you want to be a professional, you have to skip them, and you need to set yourself priorities, and that's why I always did to myself. But now, it was like it felt like for me kicking a brick wall, and it was difficult for me. It was difficult.
Yeah, I think everybody handles things differently. You know, whether it's okay, that's it. We'll have it as a bit of an experience. You've had a major distraction, obviously, with the family. But there are a lot of people out there. I mean, this is going out for the JDC guys, and some of them have embraced perhaps online darts, or they found hobbies to keep busy. But there's some children out there just don't really know what to do because they prefer to play just with someone, you know.
Yeah, that's true. But for especially in this times for the kids, I know it's been off the academies. They not been on things like that, but they have to keep practicing. They have to keep investing into themselves. That's why I did all my life. Keep investing in yourself, otherwise you're not going to get anywhere. Simple.
Yeah, you've got to give a lot up. You must have given up a lot. You know, as you say, missed a lot of things, family wise and socially, I guess.
Yeah, socially as well. Even the birthday of my little girl. I'm on the other side of the world in Australia. Yeah. Things like that happens. And if you want to be the best in something, and if you want to make progression, play better, you have to invest in yourself. And I can't say that enough times to all the kids, because that's really important. And of course, you first need to like it, because if you don't like the game, you don't want to play, then you better get stop. But if you like to play, keep practicing against kids who find a kid who's better than you, and keep trying to push yourself up the ladder.
Really, now there's not really much of an excuse to not want to do it. Really, I mean, so many online platforms, games, tournaments. There's quite a lot going on. This sport, we're very lucky that you can actually do it in darts.
True, true. We actually can practice at home.
Yeah,
We can invest in ourselves at home. Of course, I love to play on the PlayStation as well, but you need to find a good balance in between
yeah.
practicing, investing in yourself, and uh, having some private, some enjoyable moments as well. You need to find the right combination for yourself, and then when you found that, then everything will get more smoothly afterwards.
Going back to you now, being at home, which is obviously like all of us. And you say you like to play the PlayStation, whatever, just a normal guy at the end of the day when you're at home. We know you've got a love for Asian food. So have you become an amazing chef, or are we on the blower for the delivery guy every week?
No, delivery, of course, sometimes that's a nice thing, but no, my wife cooks, and I really like that. I just like my home dinners. Of course, sometimes we go out for food, but
Yeah,
you need to think. You need to look a little bit after yourself, and of course, you can treat yourself nicely sometimes, and some bad food here and there, but you can't do it all the time. You need to watch yourself a bit, and
well,
eat proper food.
one of the things we also need is we need to get open, because we're all wearing our sort of lockdown haircuts, but I don't know whether we should all look like you, because it saves the hassle.
Yeah, says that. So maybe, but I have to shave 3-4 times a week. I need one actually now. Probably don't see it, but
Hey, we've come to your house. Don't worry, it's okay.
no, yeah, exactly. Now it's the travel aspect at the moment is of course the biggest problem. I think. Also, I don't know I'm not reading myself in the UK situation. The only thing I know at the moment still the quarantine things is on. So for us to play Pro Tours yet at the moment, we don't have the full news yet. So
Yeah.
we need to wait, be calm, and wait till the government bodies tell you more.
Yeah, well, we've spoken to people like Matt Porter at the PDC, and we hear the news and all that. And I think some people forget that you're in the same boat. You're sort of waiting for the news of what's happening next.
Of course, I'm just waiting till what comes and goes, and yeah, of course there's still, but any moment it also can change. So you just need to keep practicing, get on the dartboard, and make sure so soon as it starts, then you're there.
Yeah.
Then you're ready to rumble. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You've got to be sort of ready to push the button.
Exactly. Not that you still have to invest in yourself soon as it opens. It's too late.
There are a lot of youngsters that have come in on board over the years. You've been involved with the JEC for a little while now, but in that period, there's children that are growing up into the game that probably see you and think, oh yeah, well that's Mighty Mike, MVG, plays darts. But they don't always realise that you started as a youngster, 12, 13, whatever you were. So they're growing into that point.
I probably threw darts before that age, but I think soon as I was turned 13, I moved on to the international darts tour. I played a lot of tournaments. So, yeah, probably 18 years on the highest level. I play darts now.
Yeah.
So, and I also kept investing in myself, of course. When kids went to wherever, I was on the practice board, investing in myself, and that's what kids should do. If you want to receive anything in life, you only get one chance, and you need to take it with both hands.
I think the lockdown and the dedication is needed. Maybe that has focused people's minds to think, do you know what? I really can invest time in myself here, because it may have kick-started a few of the little ones to do that. But it's important to them to realise that you haven't just turned up in a green shirt at the age of 26 and won everything. You've had your low times as well. It's not always a perfect.
And that makes you a stronger player. Of course, losing is bad for every kid and for everyone, but that makes you a good dart player. You first need to learn how to lose before you can win anything.
Yeah. Oh, you got dogs or somebody else's?
Sorry, mate.
We can hear your pooches, your dogs barking.
Yeah, my dogs are upstairs. Probably someone with dogs walks past or something.
So do you get out and do a fair bit of walking with the dogs and get some fresh air?
Yeah. Do that, a bit of fishing, a bit of my hobbies. Netflix is one of my hobbies. I love watching a series, but walking with dogs. But most of the time I spend with my family, of course. And after that, I think. You have to do something. You need to find what I said before. You need to find the balance.
Yeah. I was well, I followed up on your tweet, I think it was yesterday. And like, there's this big sign in New York about next year's Masters. We were hoping to get to New York this year with the JDC and the CDC doing a bit of work there, and your phone just constantly reminds you of places you're supposed to be.
Yeah, true. It does, but even in this times, yeah, it's always the same with phone. But sometimes you have to leave the phone on the side, and yeah, just do what you like, and that's sometimes more important. Years ago, we didn't have a phone when I started playing darts.
No. Yeah.
And now everyone wants to have iPhone, but sometimes just put it on silent and just enjoy your quiet few moments, because you're not going to have a lot.
Yeah, good advice, kids. Put your phones down when you're practicing.
Exactly. Wouldn't happen if I was there. Phone there. No chance.
So you we can't give too much away, obviously, but I'm assuming you've got some kind of routine going on. Get a bit of practice in, getting sharp whenever.
To be fair, I'm going for practice after this interview. I got another one with all the English newspapers, and after that I go for practice with two of my friends. The three of us, we're going for a few hours throwing, some good combination finishing and things like that.
Yeah. Do you have a strict rule in a day? Because some people have been trying to teach this, treat it a bit like a work day. So that, they do the breakfast, they get ready for work.
I'm not doing it. With kids, it's a bit difficult to plan it that way, because you don't know when your kids are gonna cry and things like that. But I have a few days a week, like 2-3 days a week. I'm going away from home. I'm going to a place I always go, and I just focus myself on my own game, on different combination things, finishing, 3-dot combination, 2-dot combination, scoring, everything. And you need to do that, and it's not always just jollying around or making fun of it. You need to really, really keep practicing and focus yourself when you're practicing, because then you get into your game the best you can.
There you go. You heard it from the number one. Mike, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you, and I totally understand that everybody wants a piece of you, but we're so pleased to have you in the JDC and giving us a bit of time to have a chat. It's great to see you, because we haven't seen you or heard you speak for a while. It's just nice to have you back. And I'm sure that the guys at the JDC will all love to see you and hopefully listen to what we've talked about.
No problem. Thank you very much. Bye-bye, kids.
Take care, Mike.
Bye-bye.
Take care.